Jay Glazer Report brought to you by Jarlsberg Cheese, distinctively sweet and nutty. A taste, Jarlsberg, the perfect cheese for game day. And by Mercy College, go to mercy.edu/WFAN for more information on the next grad open house. All right, Jay, let's start with Ed Reed, who is now in town with the Jets.
Look, the problem with guys like this is they're kind of set in their ways, and that's what I think what happened down in Houston. They were hoping he'd come in and be a team leader. He wasn't healthy for a long time. When you're not healthy, it's hard to be a team leader. And I think they just didn't. They looked at it and said, with all the other stuff that's going on here, we don't need something else. Obviously, with Ed speaking out against the coaching staff, and not just that, he speaks out against the coaching staff when they're about as low as they can get because of what happened with Coach Kubiak. So, obviously Rex and Ed, I don't think Ed would ever do that to Rex. They have a long-standing relationship there, and I think he's a much better fit inside the Jets than he was at the Houston Texans because the Jets are getting a healthier Ed Reed. So they're not getting a guy where you're looking in the locker room the whole time going, when is this guy going to play? No one's looking at him, cross-eyed.
All right, Peyton Manning, is he healthy?
No, it won't be for the rest of the season.
I mean, is he healthy enough to play and be okay?
Yeah, I think he should be. He'll be healthy enough to play. I mean, that guy doesn't miss games. The one thing about him is people go, well, he's not mobile anyway. That's not true. Inside the pocket, there's not too many better than him. And just, he stutter steps out of the way, does little things to get out of the way. And you and I have talked, and the way to be Peyton is to come up the gut on him, not come around the end. Yep. But now, because of his ankle, guys are coming around the end, and they're getting him.
Yeah, they are. They're getting them off the edge like crazy, and that's where Kansas City's going to be coming from. That'll be interesting to see if they can get some pressure on them in this game.
Yeah, they certainly can. Without a doubt, I think Kansas City is going to be able to get some pressure. They are. But what they're doing over there is just not only are they beating them with their one-on-one matchup, they're bringing pressures in different ways than anybody else because they have the bodies to do it.
All right, where are we on the Dolphin thing? At least it's quieted down and given us a chance to get away from it for a couple of days now. What's the latest chapter now that they're starting to talk to league guys and to talk to investigators? Where are we now?
Yeah. And now, Mike, at least you know why I had to keep quiet to you last week. I was trying to nail this thing down, and I didn't know I had it, the interview, locked down until Saturday night because his agent didn't want him to do it.
Right.
But I told Richie, hey, the court of public opinion, it closes on Monday. Do you want to testify or not? If I was you, I'd want to testify. And it was interesting. Rondé Barber helped kind of sell it. And he said, he always told me a story that I relate to him, that Rondé always wished that Tiki spoke up and defended himself. And because he never did, it never allowed anybody else who tried to defend Tiki. Like Rondé said, we didn't have a leg to stand on. We weren't able to say, well, this, and this, because Tiki never said it. And, there's three sides to every story here. There's probably 19 here. The problem is I wish both Richie and Jonathan Martin spoke day one. Because now that's all speak. Even with Richie's interview with me, it's not just Richie. He's talked to lawyers and he's talked to publicists, I'm sure, and whoever they do crisis management. When we hear from Jonathan Martin, it's not going to be straight Jonathan Martin. It's going to be lawyerized. So now it comes down to this whole thing will be decided on whose lawyer they believe.
All right, let's put it back on the field. Cowboy D, when they come to Giant Stadium a week from Sunday, how beat up will they be?
It's not even how beat up they are, Mike. Look, we're down to the Senior Bowl, and I'm with Jerry and Stephen Jones, and obviously everybody talks about different coaches and whatnot, and I said, hey guys, the personnel in your locker room, this is a bad fit. And look, week 1 or week 2, I came out and said, look, I was wrong. Well, I wasn't wrong. This is a bad fit. And Monty Kiffin has been a hell of a coach. But you got to have the right fit in your place. And there are players I talk to in there and say, we don't understand what the hell this guy's talking about.
Well, listen, we all wondered how Ware was going to play in this system, and now we know he doesn't. So we figured it out. I mean, and half the league plays Monty Kiffin's defense. We all know that. So I mean, but you got to have the right personnel for it. Plus, now they lost Lee, who holds that defense together, and now they're all banged up. So the Giants are going to face a team that's in disarray right now.
Yeah, in order to run that Tampa 2, you've got to have that free technique.
Yeah, you got to have that defensive tackle, absolutely.
The whole thing went through Warren Sapp, and they got guys who are playing well, but it's not that. It's just the communication there inside. They look at him like, what is this guy talking about? And that's an issue.
Right now, what coach is, and we spend way too much time on guys who are going to get fired and not get fired. But where is one place where things are really bad for the coach for next year? Where would you say there is a place where there's no question it's really bad?
Oh, God.
Is there one place where you'd say there really is one? I mean, like, is Schiano, is...
yeah, I think Schiano. I think Leslie Frazier.
You think Frazier, too? Okay, that makes sense.
Yep, I think Frazier. I think Schiano. People are saying Mike Smith. No, it's not going to happen. Obviously, Philbin. And again, people want to go, well, we don't know what's going to happen down the stretch there. One guy I think does a heck of a job, but who knows, is Dennis Allen. Okay, who knows what goes down the stretch there? I think he's been doing it. And the guy had 20 new starters over there. And for a while, they were kind of in it.
Is Pryor playing this week?
Yeah, he did work. I haven't made the I usually don't call about that until Saturday night because I don't want to hear the rhetoric and the garbage leading up to it. So I do all my injury stuff the day before and the morning of.